All right, so now I'm going to talk about how to cut up romaine. When you're looking at romaine, you've got kind of two different styles. You've got the full romaine, and you've got the romaine hearts. Okay, um, you'll get more lettuce per romaine, just the full heads of romaine, but you are going to lose a lot more. So if you look at this, it's pretty much 100% usable, except for obviously the core. Okay, this guy right here, when it's a full head of romaine, you're going to have to pull out the outer leaves. And then you'll want to cut off the edges. So this part of the leaf is actually fairly bitter, and these are kind of wilted a little bit. Okay. So, all in all, you do end up with, you're going to cut less with the full heads of romaine. You're going to cut less heads, but you are losing a lot more. So when you are going to cut a romaine like this, for a lot of people, depending on how you want it, you dice it. And that basically will turn every single leaf into however big of a cube you want. Okay. Obviously, once you get to the core, you don't want to be giving them big chunks of the core. So at that point, the rest of it is garbage. Okay. Versus the romaine hearts. Again, might have been able to get a little bit closer because I haven't quite reached the core, but that's the romaine heart. Okay, and that's all you lose on the other one versus you saw a good amount on the other. So there's a price difference, and that's what you're buying, is that convenience and 100%. This is going to take a little bit more labor. You're going to get more per head. It's going to be cheaper, but you're going to be spending that money on labor. So that's one thing that you've got to figure out as you're doing your restaurant. What kind of romaine do I want to get? All in all, it's about the same style of romaine hearts versus romaine heads. Okay. As you see here, I've got a garbage can. I always cut from right to left. That's just the way that I cut. And so I always want whatever I'm pushing off to the right. Usually have the garbage can sitting on the right, just off the sides. You just kind of push it off. You don't have to waste time. Okay. Here we've got a salad spinner. And this is to clean off the romaine. Just get at it. So I'll show you how the salad spinner works. So the lettuce is in this little basket. It's got a lot of holes. you got the basin. You look in here, you've got a little hole right at the bottom. So that's where the water will come out. So what I like to do is I'll just put this in the sink and I'll just fill it up with water, the entire thing. Then I'll just kind of move around the lettuce, get in there all the way. I'll have the water clear up to this level right here. And I'll just kind of swish around the lettuce and everything like that. And then I'll pull out the basket, set it off onto the side of the sink to drain the majority of it. I'll dump all this water, put it back in, and you put the lid back on. So with the lid, you got a good hold, and you just want to stir it. And if it's only going this fast right here up top, it's going that fast down low. Okay, so it's quite a bit faster. As it spins, the centrifugal force will pull the water to the edges. They'll fall down and they'll drain out the bottom. Okay? And that is how you prepare romaine lettuce, as well as any other lettuce that you're going to that you need to wash. All right, so I went ahead and washed it, got in there, spun it around, and when you spin it around, it'll start sounding like a jet engine. It's pretty cool. But anyway, that's the end product. Nice and dry. You want to make sure that your lettuce is dry when you're putting salad dressing on it, because if it's not, oil, water, mix, they don't. And so you'll put a good amount of dressing on it, and if your lettuce is wet, it'll go out to the guest, all that dressing will sink to the bottom, then the guest will ask for more dressing. And in salads, unless you've got cheese or meat, the dressing is usually the most expensive thing in the salads. So to be giving more and more dressing on a salad is you're reducing your food cost, or you're increasing your food cost, reducing your profit margins on a salad, which salads are kind of your best profit margins, and you get the most bang for the buck as far as profits on salads. So you want to make sure that the lettuce is fully dry so that the vinaigrette or the dressing will adhere to it, and once it's adhered, the guest will actually be able to taste that dressing and it doesn't end up on the bottom of the plate and them asking for more dressing and reducing your food and increasing your food costs. So that's how you do lettuce. Nice and dry. Thank you.